So, last week my phone broke, just stopped working in the middle of pretty much doing nothing with it. I was just kind of dicking around with a game and then the phone just stopped working, which was a fucking nightmare. So like, I tried to fix it, contacted Apple, and their solution was to format the phone straight back to factory settings, which I was cool with. I was totally fine with doing that. The only problem is that when I got my iPad back in September, I changed a whole bunch of my cloud settings. And for some reason it wasn't updating all of my videos and pictures and stuff to the cloud with that setting that I changed. So I've lost about 2 weeks worth of vlog footage, which I'm really mad about. So I'm just going to give you like a quick kind of rundown on what's been going on while I'm doing my makeup, because yeah. So with it being December at the moment, everyone's stressed out and wound up, and shopping is an actual fucking nightmare at the moment, and I'm basically trying to avoid leaving the house if I can help it. So really there's not really much interesting going on in my life at the moment that warrants, you know, vlogging, but it's still kind of annoying to have lost all that video footage. I went to go and see Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them with Kevin and Jamie, and oh god, it's such a good film. Like, I love the Harry Potter series, but this just blew my frickin' mind. It was a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, though. Like, obviously I wasn't going and expecting like a totally light-hearted movie or anything, but I certainly wasn't expecting to get to the end of that movie and being like emotionally fucking distraught. And there was a couple of times in that cinema where things were just hitting a little bit too close to home, and I was getting a little bit distressed, and I was like, oh no, am I going to have to leave? I didn't leave. I persevered through it. Glad I did, because wow, what a fucking amazing film. And I am incredibly excited for it to come out on Blu-ray so that I can buy it and watch it again and again and again and again and again. James Commander's fucking adorable. And Credence is my precious child, and he needs to be protected at all costs. Precious, precious baby. Need to protect him at all costs. I feel like my skin is a lost cause at the moment. It's like the winter just wrecks me, but I felt like wearing makeup today and I'm kind of regretting it now, but I've started, so I shall finish. There's this one little spot right here. You see that? Yeah, can't fucking cover that up. Ooh. My skin is so dry. It's awful. This foundation's not coming out the tube. God damn. Another thing that's really bothering me about, like, Christmas this year is the fact that I'm just really not feeling it at all. To put it quite frankly, I just cannot be bothered with Christmas this year. Yeah, people are just like, oh, you're just being a crotchety old woman, Zelly, and it's like, yeah, I am just a little bit, but you just get to a point where it's like, I'm so tired of hearing the same Christmas music on repeat for several hours a day. And I'm so tired of like this feeling of urgency surrounding the day, and everyone just getting so fucking wound up about like, oh, I have to get, you know, I have to get this and I have to get that and I have to get the next thing. And then of course people freaking out because, you know, shops closed for one day, you know, one whole day, so everyone's freaking out about making sure that they've got like, you know, 6 months worth of food in their freezer to do that, you know. As I was saying, you know, when you're just wanting to go to a shop just to get, you know, your everyday bits and pieces, things that you need, you know, like, I just wanted a pair of boots the other day. And it wasn't like, oh, I need to get this as a Christmas gift. It was, no, I need to get a pair of boots to put on my fucking feet because this weather is horrific at the moment and my trainers are getting soaked through and I need a proper pair of boots because my last ones had to go in the bin. And just having to battle through all these people freaking out about, you know, is this person going to like this thing for their Christmas present, blah, blah, blah. and they're all getting in my fucking way, and it's like, move! I just need boots! Please, let me get my boots! It's like everything in December is 20 times more stressful. Don't let it stress you, please, for fuck's sake, it's one day of the fucking year. There's all these women walking around the town centre with just like these humongous fucking Argos bags, using them like fucking battering rams, just fucking punching their way through the crowds, and it's like, can you not? Another thing that happened the other week was my work staff night out, which a lot of people were like, oh yeah, you should come to, you should totally come to it, it's only a £5, come along, have a good time, have a wee party, you know? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It's an easy Saturday night off work, you know, I don't have to battle for it. If I was going to the night out, I would get the night off automatically. So I dragged Tom along with me. And yeah, it was a pretty good night. I got to dress up quite pretty. I got to wear my new black and red dress that I will probably never, ever wear again, to be quite honest. Because it's very fancy. It was too fancy for the night out, but you know, it was 80 quid, so I was like, fuck it, I'm wearing it. All the rest of you scrubs can step up your game. I'm going to come at this thing looking posh as fuck. And it was a good night. I got to have some good chat with folk. I met a whole bunch of staff that I've like never actually met before, because we work at completely different times in the store. So they work like first thing in the morning, and of course I work late at night. So they've literally worked for the store for years, and I've never met them. So that was an experience, but I made some new friends that way, and it was fun. Where's my eyeshadow brush? I'm wearing yellow and green today, I think, so I'm trying to find the right eyeshadow brush, and they're all everywhere. Aha. Of course, me being me, I said, I'm going to go out, I'm going to have a couple of drinks. Just take it easy, because I am working the next day. So, of course, Tom, being Tom, wants to make his wife happy, bless him. He bought me doubles all night and didn't tell me. So, I was just demanding drink after drink after drink in that way that I do, and he, obviously being a good husband, went and bought me my drinks, not telling me until, you know, I was absolutely fucking floored. I've been buying you doubles all night, by the way. Whoops. So I woke up the next morning. I was feeling a bit tender, as you do after a night on the lash. And my stomach was just expelling itself everywhere. And I was in a lot of pain. And I was like, something's not right. This doesn't feel like a hangover to me. But, you know, I went back to bed, kind of, you know, took all the painkillers, drank loads of water, lay in bed, trying to go back to sleep, wasn't happening. And then it got kind of closer to 1 o'clock, and I thought, something's not right here. You know, I would know. It's my body. Other people forget that. About 6 folk told me, oh, it's just a hangover, get over it. Get over it. Yeah, I'm still experiencing these stomach problems even now, and I spoke to some folk, and I think I have actually drank myself to the point where I've given myself a stomach ulcer. That's what it feels like anyway. I've had one before, and I had all the exact same symptoms. I'm hoping it clears up on its own, because I really don't want to go to my doctor about it. It's a lot better now, but I'm still getting the same kind of discomfort, bloating, acid reflux, etc., etc. that you get with a stomach ulcer. I'm making a right fucking arse of this, aren't I? Alright, I think we're going to go for a little bit of green now. Ooh. Sugar pill. It's very good. Just don't drop it, because it fucking breaks everywhere. Now I need my green brush. There's my green brush. Oh, I have to be so careful with this shit 'cause it's broken. Can you see that? I fucking broke it. And it goes fucking everywhere, so I have to be really careful. I feel like I've turned into one of those, you know, YouTube makeup videos now. Don't do makeup like me, kids. I'm not very good at it. I did get training. Ah! Green everywhere. I did a beauty therapy course back in the day at college, and I learned how to professionally apply makeup. And it's too much faff. I can't be bothered. Just enough to disguise that my skin is a fucking hideous wreck, and that'll do me. My fucking hair keeps getting in my face. I'm gonna have to get a hairband and just kind of weedy it back. And just kind of gonna put a little bit of green in here. Do you ever do that thing where you're like putting stuff on your eyes and you open your mouth? Why do we do that? Let's see if I can put eyeshadow on without opening my mouth. No, it's impossible. I've just done it there now. And green and yellow is sort of festive. It's festive colours. Now for the other eye, let's see if I can get it kind of even. So 2016 is very nearly at an end, and I have to say I'm quite glad to see it go. Not just because, you know, it was a terrible year in terms of, you know, like, political bullshittery and, you know, like, all these celebrity deaths and stuff, because that's what everyone's going on about. They're like, 2016 was such a shit year because, you know, Trump and fucking, like, all these celebrities fucking died, and yeah, that's really terrible, but, like, when I say 2016 was a fucking shit show, I mean, like, my mental health took a fucking nosedive. Like, last Christmas. And I've never fully kind of recovered from that. And let's get real here for a second. I've been kind of suicidal at points during this year. I don't feel like I can cope at points with a lot of very small things. But these small things all add up and they get bigger and they get bigger and they get bigger. And when you have a mental illness, then you'll know that these small things building up into bigger things, and it can just get very, very overwhelming. It's very difficult to deal with. I did reach out for help. I contacted a private counselling service and explained the situation, literally using the words, hey, I kind of want to kill myself. Never heard back from them, which, you know, speaks volumes about their service, to be honest, and now I'm looking for another alternative. It's just very hard to find a service that's going to cater to exactly what I want. My doctor wants to refer me to cognitive behavioural therapy again, which did not work the last time, so I am reluctant. He also seems to think that for whatever reason I am beyond the help of the NHS, which made me feel fucking stellar when he told me that. So yeah, I've been kind of dealing with that, and it's gotten worse recently, thanks to a number of factors and selfish people forgetting that they're not the be-all and end-all of this fucking planet. Literally at one point I was absolutely convinced that my marriage was failing and that me and Tom were going to end up divorced by the end of this year. Thankfully I was wrong, and me and Tom managed to work it out, but it was a very real fear of mine for a little while, and thank God for Kevin and Jamie, because Jesus Christ, they lifted me up throughout all of that. And yeah, they were there for me a lot during that. I only have 2 of these brushes. I should have 3. The third one's gone walkies. That is not good. Right, let's just use this one and brush all the blue off it. So yeah, I literally thought my marriage was going to end at one point. Things between me and Tom were getting things were getting a bit kind of tense. But, you know, we sat down, we had a chat, we worked it out, and we both realised we were just being a pair of fannies. So, to put it bluntly, we were just being a pair of fannies and everything's fine now. So, it's all good. But that was not an experience I wanted to go through. And then, of course, there was a lot of other shit that's happened over the course of the year, which hasn't really helped. But, you know, that just gets into, like, really low territory, so let's just not go there just now. Oh, wow, I've put far too much green on. Shit. I'm gonna have to wipe some of that off. I went a little bit overboard there. Actually, do you know what? Fuck it. Let's just leave it on. Why not? It's fucking... What is it? Everyone uses Christmas as an excuse to go wild, so fuck it. It's Christmas. Let's just go fucking nuts. Let's just go into work with, like, a near enough green face. So, 2017 is going to be... it's going to be the year where I really start pushing the boat out of things with Team Neko. I'm hoping that in the beginning of the year, sometime in like sort of February, March time, I'm going to hopefully launch the gaming channel, which has been sitting half formed for a while. But unfortunately, with the PC rigs that me and Tom have, it's not very good for doing videos on. So we're going to sort that in the new year, get a new PC to start recording videos on. I want to start doing videos about mobile games as well. I love mobile games. They're such a great time waster. And when you're someone like me and, you know, you spend an hour on a bus, get your words out, Zelly, and when you spend an hour on the bus to and from work every day, that's an hour each way, by the way, you know, you play a lot of mobile games. So I kind of want to do some reviews on those as well, and some gameplay videos. I've got that PewDiePie one to try. I'm not a huge fan of PewDiePie, but I'll try his game. And I've got some sort of a gold digging game that a friend of mine is working on. That's like literal gold digging, like take the thing, dig for the gold, not the other gold digging. So I've got that to play on a video as well. It's a good game, I have played it a little bit, it's just I'm kind of holding off playing more until I can get this video done. Just wish my capture software would work. As you probably saw in one of Tom's previous videos, our capture software just stopped working. And it's kind of fucked up a lot of our plans. I want to start doing live streaming and stuff in the new year as well. We have got a Twitch channel, we've used it a few times, it's just, I want to start using it more, I want to start doing more streams. It's just really difficult when you're someone who works like every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. You know, because that's when most people are going to sit and watch these things. Let's just fix that little mistake I made there. Oh no, I think I've just made it worse. Oh fuck it, that'll do. So it's like the only nights we can really stream are sort of like Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and most people go to their bed at like really early, or you know, they've got their own shit going on, so. Looking good? Sort of. So it's very hard to find like a streaming schedule, so I might just do it as and when it takes my fancy, but I don't know. We'll see. Setting spray, make sure my makeup doesn't fucking move everywhere. That went right in my mouth. Okay, here's the bit where I do my hair, so I'm not going to be doing much talking here. Woo! So much floof! You know when you've got that invisible hair just kind of sitting on your nose and it's not actually there, oh, it's doing my nut and it needs to stop. I'm also wanting to get a whole bunch of new like filming equipment for conventions next year, so maybe kind of stray away from the handheld, you know, camcorders that we use and pick up a new DSLR and a microphone. I mean, we already have a DSLR and a microphone, but you know, two would be much easier for what we want to achieve. That costs money, of course. My hair doesn't look too bad. I re-dyed it last night and it kind of went a bit to shit, but I don't know, I think it works. What do you think? I think it works. I think it works. But you know, we've only got, you know, one major convention to attend next year because Amicon isn't running, so we've only really got Kitacon to attend, so that gives us more of a chance to kind of save pennies for that sort of equipment. So we'll see how it goes. Kitacon's registration opens up in January, which I'm excited about, and hopefully that'll set everyone on hype for the rest of the year. We're also going to be hitting up MCM in London in May, but that's more of a holiday than a Team Neko thing. We'll do like the photography thing, because cosplayers, obviously, but I doubt we'll do any sort of filming. We'll see what... We'll take our mic with us anyway, we might record some stuff. But apart from that, you know, our year's pretty much free, so I don't know, maybe me and Tom will do something. He kind of wants to go over to Ireland. Maybe we'll go to Ireland in 2017. Who knows? We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Let's see what happens. Looking good. One final touch. Oh yeah, Mrs. Taylor, you're looking good.